let's take a look at another use for multi-body parts. The Weldment tool actually creates a multi-body part for us. Instead of a solid bodies folder, we've got a cut list. In this cut list, items of same length are grouped together in a different category. So we're going to come in and take a quick look at creating a weldment. There's going to be a more in-depth module on weldment, so watch for that as well. I'm going to flip over to a new part that we've got a 3D sketch. Weldments can use 2D sketches, 3D sketches, or combinations of both. We're going to simplify things here with just a simple 3D sketch. The Weldments tab. By default, the Weldments tab isn't visible, but if I right-click on one of the other tabs, I can come in and turn it on. So here we've got a couple tools. The main one is a structural member tool. We're going to come in and be able to choose different standards, ANSI inch, square tube, and I've got just a couple examples of sizes and shapes here. You can get a much larger library. But the idea here is groups. Groups are going to be the powerful thing that we're going to use. When we come in and select on different lines in our sketch, we can come in and run the structural member around those lines. We can come in and choose whether it's a miter joint or a butt joint. We can even control the type of butt joint per joint. Okay. I'm actually going to switch things back over where they're all miter joints and kind of go on from there. By default, the profile is almost swept down the center of the lines that we're grabbing. We can come in and actually use the locate profile to use any of the other points in the sketch to move it around. For now, I'm going to leave it just as is. I'm going to come in and create a new group, and in this group we're going to add the vertical pieces up and over. Because we're in the same structural member feature but just a different group, the trimming automatically happens there for our next group. If we say OK, now we've got a nice little weldment. Come in, hide our sketch. We can look here at the cut list. If we right click, update automatically is nice. It's going to go in and, like I said, group things in the same size as they were. If we come in and take our sketch and maybe change a dimension here, we'll make this 18 inches and rebuild. Now if we go back and look at our solid bodies list, 2 members there, 2 members there, and now 3 members there. So instead of going through and making assembly and putting these components together a stick at a time with mates and having to worry about all the different components, we can very easily use this multi-body tool as a very nice way to make layouts for welded frames and structures. It doesn't have to end there. You can even do all kinds of different shapes, whether it's lumber, structural shapes of any kind in this weldment tool. So look for a more in-depth module on weldments later on.